Hey, welcome back. So good to see you. Again, this is Hal. Welcome back to Hal's Corner. This is where we talk about the things that I love, movies, video games, anime, and as of course you already saw in the title of this video, we're going to be building a set. Now, it's not a Lego set. It's actually something I've never even seen before, but I thought it was so cool, so I figured that we had to do it together. So we're building something from the ZURU Max Home Collection. Let me show you what it looks like. You see this? And we're actually going to be building a lamp. So if you're a Pixar fan, this is immediately going to be interesting to you. Now this collection, it has four different sets. Looks like it's an espresso set, a toaster, some books, and this lamp. But yeah, the one that we're building is this lamp. So it's got 122 pieces, and it is all packaged in this. I mean, look, for scale, it actually is quite small. I'm actually surprised. This is like polybag level, but I'm really excited to see what this is like. Other building sets that aren't Lego, and I think we're gonna have a great time. So let's get right into it. All right, so I don't normally unbox it right on screen because I want to save everybody all the pain from hearing the crinkling and the ripping and all the such. But being that this is the first time, I figured it would be fun to figure it out together. Now, before I even do that with this one, I've got my Protect toolkit here off camera. Well, I'll bring it on. Because I usually, again with the noise, I apologize. So I usually have to access these, well, to better build these sets, I usually take out, some tools from my kit. Specifically, I look for two different kinds of spudgers, pry bars, whatnot. I'm not really sure exactly what we're going to need, all in all, in order to build this one. So I'm just going to leave it, like I said, right here off camera. But I know that the first thing, it looks like, I'm sure you can see it right there, that we should be peeling down from here all the way down the front. So let's see what that looks like together. So let's figure it out. How are we going to peel that back? I'm going with this one because it has a bit of a point to it already. I really want it to just peel nice. I could be, maybe I'm just being a little much, but being that this is my first one, I would like it to look good when I'm done. I'm gonna try a little bit from the other end as well. Okay. Oh, that was nice. Like it just peeled off. And then underneath, pretty nondescript ball here. Looks like very similar kind of markings. This is probably going to be impossible to pick up, but it looks like we have to peel it back right there. Okay. Second layer of plastic done. Gone. Now, I'm not sure. I guess we just pull up somehow, or down, or rotate, or do some such. I may have to. Oop, there we go. We got it. Okay, it's open. I squeezed a little bit and I was able to pop it open. Okay, so similar to Lego, apologies for all the noise. It looks like we have several bags. So we have what, 3 bags in the instruction manual? Very similar to Lego. My goodness. The way that these instructions are is incredibly similar. I mean, this, if you wouldn't know any better, you would have said this is Lego. I mean, even with the layout at the end, it looks like something that is inside of Lego instructions. Okay, so it looks like we have 50, 51 steps. It's like 122 pieces. Yeah, we're gonna have a great time. So what I am going to do is open up these bags and put all of the pieces out into some sort of organized, not chaos, but organized nature, and then we'll get started. Okay, so I've got all the pieces out here, and holy cow, I did not expect this. Having built so many Lego sets, you develop a feel for what is authentic, what feels Lego. If I didn't know any better, I would be like, is Lego trolling us? Are they manufacturing this brand? Is this like a sub brand of Lego? And I know nothing. I mean, truly, I could be the one that's in the dark. This could be something that everybody on the planet knows, and I just don't know. But I'm saying, like, the way these feel, I mean, they're even down to, I don't know if it's going to show up, but even down to, it's not going to show. Even down to the top of these bricks, they have the word Max not engraved. They have the name in each of these pieces the same way that Lego bricks do. There's even pieces that I thought were for sure like patented or something like that only Lego does, that I just literally put these on some of the other builds that I had, and I am blown away. So if you want a Lego set, if you want to get into Lego but don't want to pay Lego prices, I would highly recommend this brand. Highly recommend. This feels almost identical. Almost. The the pieces themselves, they feel like they came from, I don't know, the Lego lose a what do you call it? Like an injection molding machine. Like they did it fall off one of the trucks, and this company picked it up as and just start, making all these pieces. Like they feel almost identical. Okay, anyways, let's get started. So it looks like we're going to be grabbing these 2 pieces here. Now here's the test. How do they fit together? How does it feel? Okay, it was a very, very similar feel to Lego, very similar snap. So we needed those 2. And then we also need these 3. I hope I don't sound like a crazy person with saying just how much these feel like Lego. Okay, so now that we got that already constructed, that attached, we're going to be looking for this one as well as this one. Excuse me. These 2. Okay. So you're going to be doing something like this. Next up, it looks like we're looking for these two pieces. So on the sides. And then it looks like we need this one piece and two of these pieces. So when you're finished, you should have something like this. We need these four coming up next. And it appears we're stacking them. Two on a side. So you can see we stuck them there on the sides. Okay, next up, we need these four, as well as these two, and these two. So we're going to be building the same thing twice. It's going to be kind of hard to show you. I'll build it and then I'll show you afterwards. Okay, so you can see how this one, we've got this one that goes the length at the top. We have this one underneath in the middle. And then we have one on the one side and one on the other. You're just doing that twice. Then you're going to take and you're going to put that on the top and on the bottom. What we didn't even realize was a top and a bottom. So all in all, you should have this. Kind of reminds me of the Touchland hand sanitizer. It's like the same size. All right, so it looks like we need 1, 2, and 3, and we have a need for a sticker as well. So we're going to connect that as well as this. And then it looks like we're going to be putting a sticker on top. So you can see this is the sticker, said sticker. Let's see how difficult it is to get this applied. Didn't seem too bad. Peeled off pretty well. All right, that's not too bad. You can see it actually rotates. Now it's going to go right there. Okay, next up, we need, let's see, one of each of these. Okay, now that we have that, we need one of this, one of this, and one of these. So these 3 pieces. So when it's done, you're gonna have a nice little piece that looks like this. Next up, find yourself these 2 pieces. And then connect it off to the side of that one. Okay, next. The piers, we need 2 of these caps. Now these are different, but you can see them. We have these ones like this, and then we have these ones with this end is a little bit different. So we need all of these. Now these pieces just press fit together. You'll feel it. And you can see how they're connected like that right there, like a hinge. So you have those 2 you built. Now we need 2 additional ones, but for the other direction. Okay. So same kind of thing. Ooh, this was what I was wondering. Compared to Lego, how difficult was it going to be to take off a piece if you put something in the wrong spot? Okay, that wasn't too bad. It's a little bit more difficult, but it wasn't too bad. Okay. So now that we have all 4 of those built, moving on to the next step. Looks like on one side, I'll show you in a moment. One side we connect it right here, and then we turn it the other way, and we put the other one on the other side. Okay, so before moving on, or excuse me, moving on, looks like we're grabbing these 3 pieces. doing this kind of thing. Okay, so, oops, I was on the wrong page. So then, looks like we need these two pieces. And we're sticking it on the side. And we're getting these three pieces. And putting them together like so. All right, so we put those two together. Now it looks like we're going to be taking, just trying to make sure I do this properly. Okay, I think I stuck this on the wrong side. We'll just adjust. Perfect. Okay, switch that there. Rotate that like so. Yes, okay, beautiful, perfect. I'm in line. Okay, so you should be having something that looks like this. Okay. And just like we did with the other ones, we're putting these pieces that we built onto this one. Okay, good deal. We got it. All right, next. Just gotta make sure I have them oriented properly. Looks like we're connecting the two. Apologies for the snap. Okay. You see that? Looks like we've got all of these together. All right. Next up. Find yourself. Oops, just dropped the pieces. These four pieces. And connect them just like we've done with the other ones. Okay. So we're going to take those ones, and it looks like I have to try to make sure I'm, again, orienting it all properly, but it looks like we're going to be putting. Okay, I think I got it. Connecting this here with this one here. Yes, okay. And same thing on the other side. So that's one side, and that's the other. Probably put that off to the side for a second. So it looks like we're going to take these two pieces. Oops, there we go. As well as these two pieces. Connect them together. Yes, excellent. Okay. Next, We want these two as well as these two, and then two more of those black caps right there. Looks like we're going to slide in that one. All right, so you have something that looks like this. Do that twice. Now it appears we take again what we did, that piece there. We're going to connect, I believe, okay, I see it right here, and on the other side right here. Okay, so hopefully you can see it, this right here, and the same thing on the other side right here. Let's slide that off to the side. Looks like we need one of these, these, and these. Okay. So we've got our work cut out for us. How are we going to connect all of these? Looks like I'll show you afterwards. I'm going to try and do this first. Okay. So you can see we have this outermost piece, and we have one on the inside. And we have this piece right here, this one right here, and then this bottom one. Next, looks like we're taking this piece, sliding it onto the top one. We're taking one more of these pieces and sliding it over the end. So you should be left with a little bit extra left over on the ends. Looks like we're going to grab another one of these, as well as what we did previously, this whole contraption. Starting with connecting it right here. And then taking and connecting the rest of it right here. Next, find these 4 pieces. Do that twice. Now we're going to be connecting I'll show you where they go in a second. You can see it fit right in here. We're going to put the other side, but from this one to this one. So looking like that. Next, find yourself these 4 pieces. Now set it so it looks like this. Okay, so apologies if it's hard to see, but it's this piece right here. You see where we connected it and put it through? Right there. That's where we did it. All right. You're going to find these 6 pieces right here. Show you what you need to do in just a second. So do this twice. So you have the same thing. And then get what we've built so far. And add another piece down at the bottom. I'll show you what we're talking about here in just a second. So you see how this side has nothing? Where you just did it right here. Do the same thing for the other side. So there you go. We have one side and we have the other. Next, we're going to grab this piece as well as this piece. So it is all now connected right here. Next, it looks like we're taking, let's see if I have it right. Looks like these two pieces. Just fitting it right here. It's gonna have a snap. I apologize. Okay, actually, didn't do too bad. Okay, it's right there. Oh, looks like we take all that we just did and we put it into this base. I didn't even know this was a base. Outstanding. Look at that. That is really cool. Okay, so next, looks like we're going to take this piece, oops, sorry, this piece, and 3 black caps, as well as 3 of these. They're very small, so I'll try and show you. These 3. We're going to connect everything together. So it'll look like this. Next, find yourself this piece. It's going to go right on the face. So it's like that. Then you're going to find these 2 pieces. And then you're going to go through the middle. I don't quite yet know how far, so we're just going to leave it like this for the meantime until we see the instructions tell us otherwise. All right, find this huge piece, as well as this one. Now put this one on the bottom side of this. Then push this all the way through. And it looks like we're feeding this straight through the center of this one too. And it looks like we can go as far as we can. So you should have something like so. Like so. You can see the piece sticking out in the middle. All right, next we need these 2 pieces twice, so all 4 of them. Connect the brown and the black pieces together. It looks like we're going to be not stacking them specifically because they can't connect, but have the 2 ends like this together. And then we're going to slide that onto this rod. You should see that inside there. Next, we have this piece, this, and this piece. So we're going to start by putting this little one on the back end of the bigger one. And we're going to rotate the biggest one well, here, first off, we're going to put the biggest one all the way through. Put the next one over top of it, like so. Okay, so next we have two pieces. These two. Looks like we just basically connect the two together. And we fit that right there. Okay. Next, we have 3 more pieces. These 3. We'll put one right here, one here, and then this last one on top. Right there, as you can see. And it looks like we connect all of this together. Like so. And then it looks like we rotate to turn on the light. Can you believe that? That is too cool. And looks like with that, we're done. We built it. Here, we turn the light back on one more time. But look at that. That's pretty incredible. All right, great job. So what did you think? I think this looked incredible. I mean, can you believe it? We built this lamp. This is fantastic. It's so detailed. I mean, honestly, this is incredible. I have no words for it. I'm just stunned. I mean, you saw us turn the light on. The fact that this... I mean, how cool is that? This is incredible. This was so cool. Well, hey, I had a blast building it. I hope you did too. As always, go ahead and leave me a like. Put down inside the comments what it is that you enjoyed about this build and what you want to see next time. There is going to be a link to the ad-free version that you can check out over on Patreon. Until then, be good, and we'll see you next time.